Hello and Merry Christmas. Today's video is going to be a fun one. I had a couple of these VODs that I played offline, like, yo, these games were crazy. So I want to save this one for Christmas. And then I have like 2 or 3 more that I played well. But I'll probably do like back to live commentary. This is in post commentary because I played this while I was offline trying to grind to go up in rankings. This is like from like over a week ago, I think. So a little bit older. And spoiler, it's gonna be a Heartsteel game. It's Silver Symphony, right? So with Silver Symphony, I feel like besides Recon Bob, there's not too much variance in terms of like getting bailed out by an augment, right? So something like Heartsteel is also really strong. I got dropped a set. I literally have 3 Heartsteel, 1 3, right? So this just feels like a giga good Heartsteel game, right? So I'm like drawing everywhere. Just move this, do this, do this. Nice. Right, so I can also grab this Gnar, put in Mosher, just try and be a little bit strong. But basically, because it's Silver Symphony, I was already kind of leaning towards like either Heartsteel or something like kind of consistent, like rerolls especially, like stuff like that. Like things where it's like, you know, you have a guaranteed like decently strong board. Here especially, like I'm going to get Heartsteel cash outs and nobody's really going to get anything that kind of sways their game the same way. And it worked out because I got dropped the set. So getting dropped the set is good because he's a 3 cost. I can still get dropped in Aphelios, right? Aphelios is pretty easy to hit. It's just the other ones that are a little bit hard to hit. So already I'm leaning towards this one because it's like, what if I just get dropped the Yone and I'm 5 Heartsteel? You know, let's like roll the dice a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna take consistency. Consistency is pretty good here. You can see me debating it, but bulk is good. Bulk is like the all-around, like this is just like if you're looking at all those augments, all 3 of them are good. Bulk is probably one of the best silver augments just because it gives everybody extra tanky stats. It's like actually a good augment to take, right? Consistency is really strong. Also, by the way, I hit Aphelios. Isn't that crazy? Look at this, I'm 4 Heartsteel. I leveled up just to put in this. Okay, I'll talk about a lot of stuff. Let me just talk about augments first. So consistency is good because with Heartsteel, you're either trying to like lose streak because you're getting all your cash outs, or you're trying to win streak after, like to recover that like you lost a lot of health. So like when you cash out, you're win streaking late game. So in both cases, I'm getting double the gold. So it's good, right? It fits the theme of the comp really well. For bulk, it's really good because especially with Heartsteel, you're getting a bunch of components, so it's really easy to hit bulk on everybody. So you get a lot of value out of bulk because you're never going to be short on items, or you're very rarely going to be short on items. And then the 1 2 3 is like probably the worst one out of them, but that's just like, you know, fuck it, we're going for 5 Heartsteel early. We just get one of the Heartsteel units. Either that or you make Econ and then like you lost streak with 10 gold in the bank because you just sell all the units that you get off of it. It's basically a free 10 gold or like a free like 7 gold, right? Anyway, so early game, even though I took consistency and I'm thinking about lost streaking, I level up because it gives me a better odds of hitting like the good Heartsteel units because I already have Cassante too. But also, I level up because it gives me Sentinel, and I'm trying to play a little bit strong. With Heartsteel especially, on stage 2, right, if I write stage 2, there's a lot to talk about this game. I'm kind of using like kind of like a Heartsteel tutorial as well. On stage 2, you kind of want to win, question mark, right? The reason you want to win is because even if you have a bunch of Heartsteel, look at how, like, even if you lose the matches, you do not gain that many hearts, right? It's kind of like you gain very little, right? It's like stage 3 and especially stage 4. These ones you want to like lose, and like lose if rich, or lose if health, right? If you're healthy, right? Usually stage 4 is when you pivot off of Heartsteel. This is like the pivot time, right? The reason you pivot off is because usually if you're stage 2 and like win/lose, and if you lose on stage 3, you get like a good cash out usually, especially if you're 5 Heartsteel. Also, I'm going to talk about this after I took Aphelios Chosen. I'll tell you why. Let me just finish this thought. So then you're going to be low health. And then on stage 4, that's when everybody's sending it to level 8. You send to level 8 and you usually pivot off of Heartsteel into something stronger. Because the Heartsteel units inherently are a little bit weaker because they give you a lot of stuff for your team. I'm for Heartsteel anyways. I lose the Cassante. It does make me weaker, right? I am weaker now, right? I'm also losing consistency value, so it's a little bit of a risky play. The reason I bought this Aphelios is because it's a Heartsteel Aphelios. And now I'm kind of committed to the idea of I'm just going to play Heartsteel the whole game. Maybe. Or at least I'm going to play Heartsteel all of stage 3. Aphelios is really good into stage 3 because the one cost, like there's very few one cost Chosens or one cost headliners that work in stage 3. So I've kind of accepted that I'm going to buy this Aphelios now because I am not going to buy another headliner until maybe stage 4. So now I'm just sitting with this board. I will push levels, put in units, upgrade units, and that's it. Like, that's it. That's the game, right? That's what happens, like, on stage 2, especially if you pre-level or if you level to 4, that's your game plan a lot of times, that you're trying to find a 2-cost headliner. Because the 2-cost headliners will do a lot for you. Now, my board is in dire straits, right? I am going to start losing, but I made that trade-off because I said losing now is better for long-term, because otherwise I probably might have to pivot off of Heartsteel on stage 3 because I would have to sell my Cassante and probably buy something else just so I don't lose too much health. Excuse me. I make Morello here. The reason I make Morello is usually you want to make red buff, but I already committed to the Sunder Gun. What's it called? Last Whisper. I already committed to Last Whisper. So if I already wasted a bow, and so it's like the chance of me getting like another 2 bows this game is a bit unlikely. So instead I just make Morello because I know that it'll be good on the Senna, and I can just play the Senna for most of the rounds. But ideally you want to save your bow for a red buff. Basically this red buff item is one of the most flexible and broken items. It feels kind of like RFC in the last set. Every time you have like 2 bow item that gives a bunch of attack speed is just so good on so many units, right? Because with red buff you can play like TF, you can play Ez, you can play Caitlyn. It's all like this on all of these. And then like if you're really stuck, you can play Ari, but usually that one's contested. But then like if you make blue buff's like the other like really flexible Giga item. You can play Ez, you can play Ari, and it's a little bit less flexible, but like there's a couple of ways you can like play around it. Then you kind of want to slam this on like somebody else if you're playing these other comps, and it's still okay. I leveled a 5 here just because I wasn't gonna make Econ anyways. So I said to myself, oh, I can just get in like Rapid Fire, Sentinel, True Damage, Heartsteel. Like this is a pretty stable board. So I'm okay with just like thing. The main thing that I'm losing is consistency streaking, right? If I wasn't playing Heartsteel, or if I wasn't committed to the idea of playing Heartsteel on stage 3, then I would prefer to lose streak all of stage 2, because losing in stage 2 you lose a lot less health. So it's fine. And then you'll just use, by losing stage or sacking stage 2 with consistency, you'll just be super rich, because you'll have the lost streak gold, you'll have this gold, and you wouldn't have spent gold on units. But because I found the Aphelios and I'm kind of committing to Heartsteel stage 3, I know I'm going to lose stage 3, so I'm like, I'm not gonna mess around with this. Alright, that was a lot of talking. Rapid fire. Hopefully you guys are still with me. If you are still with me, make sure to like and subscribe. Mostly subscribing. Because, you know, I'm trying to make this channel work out a little bit. And and if you like these, it's daily TFT content. I don't know how long I can keep it up, but as long as I humanly can, there'll be daily TFT content. So, you know, if one video you look at, you don't like it, you don't have to watch it, and you get the other ones. Also, I got dropped a Yone. It's a 5 Heartsteel game, which is really good. You want to have 5 Heartsteel on stage 3, so now I can get like a really good cash out stage 3. So I am going to have fun with this one. I can put in this. I probably should buy these Garens. Okay, I just level up for 5 Heartsteel. I wanted to keep Rapid Fire in, I guess. I already have upgraded Echo 2. So I have like a decent board, right? The thing that I love about Heartsteel is that you can like win-lose and you still feel fine. Like it's not optimal. Like usually you want to like max cash out, you just want to lose. But you want to make it like close. You want to have like a bunch of close losses, and that's like your max cash out. What I love about Heartsteel in this patch is that it feels like you can just like play it very flexibly. You can play it inwards, you can play it outwards, you can go back and forth with it, right? Like, what I mean is, like, you can go winning streak, you can go losing streak, you can win, lose, and you still get, like, a decent cash out. They're changing it, which is gonna make me really sad. Next patch, they're making it like you have to lose and double down and just keep up a loss streak, or else, like, you lose all your hearts or some shit. Like, kind of like Piltover. And I really hate that, because I feel like the most fun part of this, like, the most fun part of the trade is that you can play it like this, that, like, you can decide that you can win or lose and still get some kind of cash out, and just, like, play it like that. Alright, I don't really need any of these. Uplink's really good because I'm going to have a lot of items. Like, imagine if I had bulk and uplink, it'd be really good. I don't need misconnections. And keepers, I played it once or twice. I don't know how good it is in terms of stats, but I know me personally, I can't play it. It's like, I grief my position, I have trouble finding the right spots for the units, and then, like, somebody has, like, a Jax or some bullshit that I have to position around, and then I lose all my keepers value. It's the same when I get something like when a Kali Karthus was really meta, and like I want to be flexible in my positioning. I feel like augments that force your positioning in certain spots, sometimes you just get griefed by the lobby, right? So as you can see here, Jack's reroller, right? If I had keepers, he's just spinning on all of them, right? Because he does AoE, right? It's like, I don't know, it's just not worth it to me. So I took some sort of combat because I took a gold augment, so I'm taking a combat augment, so I'm trying to, like, spread it around. I have anti-heal and shred, so I have the two utilities that are really important for my comp right now. So now I'm just looking towards getting combat because I already have an econ trait, basically. And stage 3, I said, like, ideally you lose stage 3 because you get the better cash outs, but I am winning stage 3, right? And as you can look, winning stage 3 with 5 Heartsteel, it's like, I'm still going to hit, like, the 40 threshold. It's not ideal. Like, if I lost streak, I'd probably hit, like, 100 plus, but it's okay, right? We're down. The thing with Heartsteel is the more health you save, like, right now I'm 92 health, right? You would ideally think, like, oh, you just have to lose to get the cash out. It's like, no, I can just, the next cash out will be my big cash out, right? This is just like bonus time, right? If I cash out on stage 4, I get way more hearts, right? The cash out is, like, unimaginably better, right? Like, I could just keep this board, play it stage 4, lose all of stage 4 because now I'm 100 HP, right? I lose all of stage 4, I'll still be like 50 HP. I'm still like, you know, 10 lives. I don't know, Soju math, right? So it's still good. That's why I like Heartsteel a lot, because, like, I can decide here that I don't have to, like, sack it and lose, right? Anyways, look, I lost. If I lost a little bit more gracefully, I could have hit the 100. 100's really good because when you hit 100, I think you get a tome past 100. I'm not entirely sure, but I just know there's a lot of good 100 cash outs. There's, like, the Thieves Gloves, there's the gold in the units that you gain, like, 20 plus gold. Like, 100 is, like, that kind of, like, breaker point where it starts to become really good. And then 200 is where they're, like, giga good. That's where you can get, like, after 200, you can get, like, radiance and all sorts of crazy shit. So usually those are the two, like, breaker points. Everything below 100 is kind of like, eh. It's like, okay, I got, like, what? Like, 2 components. I got, like, what? Like, 1 item. I don't even think you get 1 item. I forget what it is. It's usually, like, just gold in 3 units. Right? That's the one I always get. Oh, I got Thieves Gloves. Okay, that's the Thieves Gloves. Yeah, and then after that, it's, like, a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. Thieves Gloves is good here. Thieves Gloves is good here because I have this guy. Thieves Gloves is great, actually. Alright, so I lost 1. I'm at 87. I'm just leveling to 5. I mean, I'm just leveling to 7. I don't really care too much about Econ because I'm kind of... There's a point where now I think I'm going to lose, so I'm just putting this in to, like, save me some HP. Right, I'm kind of playing a little bit aggressive with my money because I'm assuming that once I do a full loss streak, this consistency that I haven't gotten any real value off of, I've gotten, like, a little bit because I've 3 streaked here and there. So, and the 1 streaks also give me double gold, I think, so I'm getting 2 gold instead of 1 gold in a lot of cases, right? But, once I hit the 5 loss in a row, which I'm anticipating is coming soon, even though I just won this round too, you know, I'll get my cash out, right? Okay, we find a set. That's good. I probably want to hold on to the set, so I might have to sell the Gnar in this. I don't know why I'm holding this Gnar. I should focus on Econ. But yeah, a lot of this game is just playing itself at this point. The lobby itself is relatively weak, or not like super punishing, but that's also because it's like a silver one, right? Like the silver augments, there's not like that many that are like game-winning spots, like broken, right? Also, tomorrow is the 26th. I don't know if I'm gonna play TFT live, but I'm probably gonna go live. Also, this guy's a Yasuo 3, but that's fine. I don't really find value in this Yasuo 3. I know like now people are playing it a lot because they cap with like the true damage board, which is broken because true damage is broken. But like I just don't have faith to ever play this Yasuo unit, because there was a game that I got Yasuo 3, I naturaled it. It's like you need a lot to open, like you can't just play Yasuo, right? Look, I beat him anyways, right? You need to like open the game with like 2 or 3 Yasuo items and natural a bunch of Yasuos, and then it's good. Because if not, he just doesn't gain any stacks. You need to gain all your stacks on stage 2 and 3. And if he doesn't have full items on stage 2, then you don't have enough stacks to gain stacks on stage 3. And you don't have enough stacks on... If you don't stack on stage 2 and stage 3, then he's just like a useless 9 gold, right? When you could have like... So that's what I mean. And then some people roll for it. And if you roll for it, you're really trolling, right? If you natural it, it's like, okay, whatever. It's 9 gold. I naturaled it, right? Also, what was I saying? Tomorrow I have to start art. I need to update my website to have some newer art pieces, because I haven't really been sharing much art recently, because like, I don't know, just like the way life goes, sometimes I just don't feel like posting about art and stuff like that, because, you know, artists will understand. If you're not an artist, it might not make sense, but if you're an artist, you kind of get that feeling where like you don't want people to see your art because you're happy with it, and then when you post it and you don't get engagement, you feel like it was shit and it used to be something you loved. But I'm gonna have to start doing that, because I'm gonna do anime cons this year, so I gotta finish up the art. So I'll probably do that live tomorrow, and then I don't know, we'll see what we do the next day. There's definitely going to be a TFT grind session this week, because even though it says Emerald 4 here, this was like a week ago. I kind of was hard stuck in Emerald for a while now, so I want to just get out of it. I'm like Emerald 2 right now. I'm like Emerald 2 60 LP, so I just want to hit Diamond before the new year so that I can spend January studying and getting Masters. And then try and like, you know, that I can stay on my channel. Oh, wait. This is an important moment. Damn right. Damn right.
Easy money!
Alright. So, let me just go back a second, and I'll explain this. People might look at this and think it's like the biggest troll thing. Okay, I looked at the stats, and it's actually really bad, but I thought it was really good, and I don't know why it's bad, but I'll tell you what's up. Maybe it's because the spot isn't that great. I don't know. Okay, look. What did I roll past? Let's see all my augments, right? Item grab bag is a completed item. I don't really need it. Best friends is probably the best combat that I can take here. 125 is kind of a troll. If you read it, it's one random component, which component whatever, 2 gold, which is whatever, and a random 5 cost, right? Unified, it's like It's like, do I really need it? And silver ticket, it's like I'm not going to reroll. So unified was probably the best pick, I think, out of everything. 125 is the Gamba. It is the big goal Gamba. Now let me try and show on here the augments, just so you guys can see it. Stats. All right.
Holiday season. Believe in the kindness that lives in us all.
Okay, I'm trying to like.
Happy holidays from Tim.
You know what? It's gonna be over. Okay, so 125 is right here, right? So it's a 4.51, which isn't that bad. It's like, you know, compared to like unified resistance, it's like a 4.41. So it's like, it's not like that much different, right? Than something like if you look at it in a vacuum, right? But if you look at 125. It says like the best comp is pretty much like Heartsteel, right? Like you see like Ezreal, you see Kayn, but a lot of times it's like it's showing like you take it when you have a 5 cost already, right? This isn't really the Heartsteel board. It's just saying like if you have a 5 cost, it's good to take it because then your 5 cost is paired, or you're just playing towards legendary board, so it's like converting an even high roll spot into more high roll. I looked at with 5 Heartsteel filter, and it says that it's not good. It says it's a 5, right? But it's minus delta, right? Because the place goes up from like a 5.2 to like a 5.06. So I felt like it was good, right? I'll explain to you why I think it's good. I know that we're pausing. It's going to make the length of the video a little bit lengthy. But like, okay, let's just think about it logically for a second. Let's list out the 5 costs, right? Obviously, if I hit Kayn, it's a win. So this is good, right? If I hit Alawi, that's Bruiser. That's good because I have set in, so it just helps my front line and it's really good for me. If I hit Jhin, that's Big Shot, which is good because I'm playing Ezreal, right? If I'm staying with Heartsteel for this stage, Big Shot's good as well, because I would want a Big Shot to go with it, and then I can cap my board around Jhin, and I can push level, and I can try and play towards like a Big Shot Jhin carry, right? I don't have Jhin item, but I have like some Jhin-ish items. Like I have Last Whisper, which gives me some attack speed. Who else do we have? We have Lucian, which I need a rapid fire anyways. I can replace the Senna, and it gives me some more shred, even though I already have shred, so it's like, you know, it's rapid fire. But it's like not that good. It's kind of like queasy. It's like, it's like it's okay to play, right? We have Yorick. Yorick gives shred. He's like kind of like meh right here. But I have a Thresh, right? So you have to remember that I have a Thresh. So he's kind of good here, right? And then, who's left? There is Ziggs. I think Ziggs, Sona are the only ones that are bad, right? Because I don't have Sona items, so she's never going to cast, and I don't have Ziggs items. But if you look at it, out of all the 5 costs, oh, and there's Kiana, right? And Kiana is good here because I have Crowd Diver, right? So Kiana's also good. If you look at the 5 costs, there's, out of all of them, there's like, how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them. And I'm good for 6 out of 8 of them are good for my board, and 1 out of 8 of them wins me on the spot. Like, I don't know. This trait seems good here in this spot. I feel like this was the best thing I could have rolled into. Right? I have a 6 out of 8 chance of bettering my position, and a 1 out of 8 chance of just winning on the spot. And I just won on the spot. Look at me, I'm happy. So what do? I don't care. I push level. I don't have an... I think I have a thing. Yeah, there we go. I already have the Ezreal. That's why it was even better. I'm 7 Heartsteel. I'm 7 Heartsteel, 87 health. If I don't go first, you can unsubscribe from this YouTube channel. Because there's nothing you will learn from me. There's nothing that will ever be good on this channel if I don't go first from this spot. Spoiler, I'm pretty sure I go first. I'm pretty sure I go. There's no way I don't go first now. But that's the risk. Hey, you know, everybody has to hit, you know?
Easy money!
Bro, why is that so scuffed? Wait, why was that so scuffed? Usually it was like stuttery this time. That's my easy money board. For those that don't know, a little bit of lore. I used to play melee a lot. I say a lot of times I played melee competitively. That just meant to... I just say that because I went to tournaments and I grinded a lot, right? And I want people to acknowledge that, like, that's the... Also, I high-rolled Kiana on level 8. Okay, look. Big cash out. Now we just keep the steam train rolling. Infinity Force Guard Breaker, we just slam items on everybody. Anyways. I also have a bunch of Reforgers, so I can get rid of, like, this Morello if later I end up having Shred. Like, in some form. Like, you know, stuff like that. Anyways. I say a lot that I compete in melee. I used to play lots of fighting games, right? I don't play them as much anymore because, like, I don't know, it's just hard to get back into because other things are going on in life a lot of the time. And it takes a lot of effort to grind them. Kind of like TFT. I guess TFT is like my new fighting game that I'm grinding. I used to compete in Melee a lot, and I mained Ganondorf for a large portion of that. I wasn't like super great. I wasn't like top ranked. You won't find me anywhere. But like, I gave people a run for their money. Like I went 1 and 2 in a super major, you know. And they were all close fights, right? Like that's pretty good. Most people go 0 and 2. Just saying. I'm pretty proud of that. But anyways, that's Bizarro Flame. He was a Ganondorf. That's a salty suite in Apex 2014. And that's one of my favorite moments because that was like the big moment where I was like, I'm just gonna main Ganondorf, and it changed, like, it was really life changing for me. But anyways, so I used that as the clip for like when I hit, because he yells out easy money when he's gonna break it, when he's gonna like fuck up Eichelman. But yeah, that's a little bit of lore of that button. I'm allowed to talk so much here because like not only am I excited because it's like actually like a cool game that I feel like will make a great YouTube video, but also like it's Christmas, so I'm just like generally in a good mood. All right. I'm playing a bit aggressively here because I'm just like kind of like I want to hit an upgrade. I have Set paired, I have Yone paired, now I have Alawi paired, I have Ezreal paired, right? So all my units are paired here. So you might think like, oh, you should save money and go 9 or something like that, which I could do because it doesn't really matter. But because I'm 7 Heartsteel, it doesn't matter whether I win or lose. I am just cashing out Giga. Like the multiplier is so good, I'm gonna get an item every time I cash out, right? And you know, I can, you know, if I survive till stage 5, like let's say I lose a bunch of matches in stage 5. It's like it does not matter. I won the game, right? The game is over. Like, look at this guy. He might beat me now. What does he do? He beat me. I gained 200 hearts. You know what that means? I'm guaranteed like a radiant item or better now. He beat me. I lost 10 health for a radiant item. Imagine if there was an augment that was like imagine if there was a button on the screen that's like give away 10 health and gain a radiant item, which if you don't know is just like a really strong version of an item that already exists. Wouldn't you just do it? I'd do it 10 times over. I'd go bam, 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 bam. I'd click that button 7 times. Well, actually not 7. I'd be dead then. I'd click that button 6 times. Right? You know what I mean? Shit's easy now. The only thing that can make this game better is if I go 10 Heartsteel. But it's a good spot. Anyways, it was all down to me gambling on 1-2-5s. Get it twisted, you will win. Always gamble. All right, I think this is looking like a win. So the reason it's so good is like I was gonna play Heartsteel, and a lot of times in this spot, like at stage 5 for example, what you would do here is you would guarantee if you're in this spot and you don't hit the Kayn, you would play 5 Heartsteel, not spend any gold, and try and level up into level 9, like level 9 with a lot of gold, and then you full pivot off of Heartsteel in stage 5, like 5-2, you send it on level 9 and you change your whole board to like full legendary board, right? So what that means is you put Yorick, Set, Alawi is like your Yorick, Set, Alawi, Thresh is your front line, and then your back line is like, you know, if you can get a blue buff or some kind. I have a Shojin, so it's good enough, but you would play like Jin with some kind of mana item, Shojin or blue buff, so that he actually like gets his turrets going. Some big shot unit you can leave your Ezreal in. So you can leave your Ezreal, your Set, and like something else in, and then you just pick the other ones as backline. You probably play like Kiana and whatever. You know what I mean? The main thing is the front line, because Set gives Bruiser and Mosher, Yorick gives Guardian and Mosher, Alawi gives Bruiser, and Thresh gives Guardian, and that's like your front line. And then I sold my Threshes though, which is maybe bad, but I'm holding on to the Yorick, but it's okay. But that's how you normally would play Heartsteel, is you would pivot as soon as like you're low health. You basically time it so that your last cash out is when you're at your like maybe lowest health. Also, this guy's like Kennen 3. This guy ain't gonna do shit to me. He even high-rolled this tome. Look, he got a free tome off Krugs or some shit. Do you think he's gonna beat me? He could. He could win right now. Actually, I'd commend him if he won right now. It would give me like 2 radiant items. Watch this. Watch the hearts. Watch the hearts. Watch the hearts. Ready? 312. 504. 504. You want to see the cash out? Let's see the cash out. Ready? All right. I got Radiant Thieves Gloves, a Fawn, and like 20 gold. GG. Look at this. And you know what the worst part is? Well, it's the worst part for everybody else. I'm 59 health. I'm guaranteed at least one more cash out. You think I'm not cashing out? I have Thieves Gloves, Radiant TG Alawi. You think I'm not cashing out? I'm Alawi paired. The game's over. Look, this guy tried to be me. This guy tried to be me. But I think, I don't know. I guess it's Big Shot Ezreal. Like, he's not 7 Heartsteel, is he? I should have checked. But like, look. This Alawi is unkillable. Unfortunately, I also rolled Radiant Bramble when I was facing this guy. But look. He's dead. He was like 1 turn from cashing out too. But I was just stronger. He might have actually, if he cashed out and he got some like crazy shit, because he might have. It might have been, he might have won it. But the problem is like, that's why I was playing really aggressively, right? That's the problem with Heartsteel when you overgreed. And that's when you just go 8th, right? Like, that would have been me if I didn't hit the Kayn and I didn't pivot. If I didn't hit Kayn and I wasn't 7 Heartsteel and I decided to hard force what I was doing, I would be in a similar spot as that guy where I'd be like super low health and I wouldn't be able to stabilize, right? That's why it's really important to know that this only works out because I got the Kayn. Usually you pivot off of Heartsteel at this point. Also, this guy, this Yasuo is going to be worth shit. He doesn't have any stacks. He didn't hit like the max cap out true damage board because he doesn't even have like true damage spat for these guys, right? But look, I'm winning rounds, right? I'm winning rounds and I'm gaining 100. Do you not look how much? Look, this guy beats me. He beats me now, right? Watch this. 360. What? I'm gonna get another Fawn, another TG. Like, what? Also, this is Alawi too if I get it. But some will probably take it. The Jazz Spat's good here because, like, you know, it's Jazz. And I can put it, just throw it on my board. I might end up taking, do I just take the Jazz Spat? Oh, I think I was contemplating taking Runad. I might just take QSS with the Lucian, yeah. Because I'm thinking of like, I mean, either but grab the Lucian to cap around Legendary board. I'm looking when it is to level up. Yeah, look, this game is winding to an end. Also, I'm running out of steam. I was so hyper at the start of this video. But anyways. Stay tuned because there's going to be more cash outs. You want to see every one of these cash outs. Make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to say, like, when I'm live, I don't really talk about saying subscribe. So when I do these VOD reviews, I make sure to say it. Because, like, I don't know if it actually helps. But, like, nobody subscribes. And that's okay. Right? But it's like, you know, if you're watching the videos, like, multiple of them, and you're enjoying them, and you want to see the journey of someone who was, like, really, really bad at TFT turn into somebody who's, like, kind of okay and pretty good at TFT, you know, you can subscribe. You can just watch, like, every other video. It doesn't mean you have to, like, sell your soul for it. You know, it's free. And I'm doing daily content. That's what I mean. Yeah, we're scouting. This Jax guy is the only guy that's scary. But the problem is that I'm gonna gain so much stats from having so many items that the Jax is scary when he can one-shot units. Oh, I just double. See, those were my 2 worst items, and then I just get 2 good items. Like, Edge of Night isn't that great, but like IE is way better. So I changed like QSS Guard Breaker into like 2 good items. But it's like I couldn't really miss because like anything's good here. Usually with like Heartsteel, like your units are kind of shit. Or like when you're playing Jax boards, there's some boards where you just like insta lose because the way Jax just jumps on units and kills them all. So it's like it's like kind of rough. Also, look at my hearts. Look, every time I kill a unit, I gain like 50 hearts. Oh, this guy's gonna beat me. Oh no, I'm 696 cash out. Oh my god, if I was 750, the game would actually be over. But look, I wonder what my cash out's gonna be. See, that's why you preserve health early, right? I wouldn't be in this spot if I didn't play aggressively early. What did I get? I got another Radiant TG, another Fawn. GG, the game's over. Look, I put in Kiana now. Boom. Who's beating this board? I have 10 units on the board. And I'm not even level 9 yet. I'm going to go level 9 next turn. What's important is to scout. So as you can see, I see this guy's grabbing some Caitlyn's. I'm looking around. So what am I going to do? You put in the team planner, Caitlyn. You deny it. I'm winning this game. No. I'm winning this game. You know what I mean? That's why you put in the team planner. I take steadfast here. I think having more front line's always good. Oh, I took this for who? Oh, for him? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Alright, I finally hit my Ezreal too. That's why with this is why I really like this version of Heartsteel. Oh, I put in this for Edgelord. I have a in my in the study group I'm a part of. We were talking that like Kayn with Edgelord is worse than Kayn without Edgelord, because with the Edgelord he like dives a bunch more. Also he's locked in at too many units. Like sometimes he like overdoes it and he goes like too deep because he like moves a lot faster. So he like you see like the jumping around, like he jumps to the back line more often and sometimes he dies earlier than like non-Edgelord Kayn. But in this case I'm just putting in the extra synergy because like, you know, I think that that's not going to be a problem because he has like really good items. But anyways, if you play, that's what I really like with the Heartsteel. You see like a lot of my mid game, like stage 2, stage 3, I wasn't like going for really big cash outs because there wasn't anything really big that I can hit. Here I'm considering maybe buying this Kayn, switching the Aphelios to this Kayn, but I end up not doing that. Now I think it's probably better to take the Kayn, so like right here, because it's Heartsteel anyways, right? So I can put Aphelios 1 and I can swap out for Kayn 2, right? But the reason I didn't do it was because I have Kayn already, so it's like I'm gonna pair up the Kayn. Like, why do I have to like do this? So I hit Kayn 2. I found 2 Caitlyn, so now he cannot hit. There's only 10 4 costs. So if you have 10, then there's only 8 left, right? If I have 2 of them, which means you need 9 to make a 3-star, right? Anyways, now I'm just so strong. Look, I won that round. I gained 200 hearts, you know? It's over. But what's it called? The main thing to note is that, like, it was probably better there. I think that was my biggest mistake. I was kind of debating it, but I just didn't want to, like, mess with it because my Aphelios has, like, good Aphelios items. And I was like, who could I put these on? It was probably, like, put them on Ezreal or something like that. This Yasuo player is the only guy left, and I don't even consider him to be strong. So, like, this isn't even, like, doesn't even look like a strong board. Because that board you have to cap out with 6 true damage. And that's, like, the strongest version of it. Not the Edgelord that he's playing. But anyways, what I was gonna say is, I think Kayn's now gonna print gold as well. I also have really good Kayn items. Double healing and Triforce. Yeah, look at this. Bang! Kiana with the Thieves Gloves is fine. I don't even know if I have anybody left that can Thieves Gloves. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that, like, what I really like about Heartsteel this patch is, like, this is how you kind of can play it. Like, stage 2, you don't really worry if you just want to preserve HP mostly. Right, you're kind of just grabbing the units because it's like early, like you're getting like a little bit of extra gold. It helps you on your stage 3, like when you have to upgrade units so you don't lose Econ. Stage 3, you can either decide to like lose most of stage 3, but if you win most of stage 3, then you're just in a really good spot because then you can just lose most of stage 4 and you get bigger cash outs because the cash outs scale with the turn, right? Oh, stretch my back. And last round probably. Like, put it in perspective, Radiant TG is literally a prismatic augment. I have 2 prismatic augments on top of this guy, and we're playing in a silver augment lobby. You know what I mean? It's busted. GG, plus 54, game's over. Alright, so hopefully that video was good. Merry Christmas. Have a great day. and I'll be, you know, chilling. And I hope you guys are all chilling as well.